Well, this is the JVC GS-TD1. Now it's a 3D camcorder for consumers. It's going to be the first 3D camcorder to launch in the UK. We've seen a Panasonic model that has a 3D conversion lens, and there's going to be a Sony 3D Handycam coming in April, but this model is going to launch in March for about £1,500. Now this 3D camcorder is able to shoot at full HD resolution, and that's interlaced rather than progressive, so 1080i rather than 1080p. But when connected over HDMI to your TV, it will convert that digitally to a 1080p picture. Now, as you can see, you've got the two lenses here. They do have a lens cap cover, as you can see. Down there, f1.2 lenses, so that's a nice large aperture which will let plenty of light through to the sensor. Now the sensor's a CMOS sensor, and it's back illuminated to reduce the noise that you get when shooting in low light even more. Now that sensor's also able to capture still images, but when you're shooting at 16:9 or a widescreen aspect ratio, like the shape of your TV, you'll be able to capture 2.9 megapixel stills. If you want a regular 4:3 aspect ratio, which is more typical of a digital camera, you'll get 2.2 megapixel stills. And this camera is able to shoot full HD 3D video or side-by-side 3D video, which is better suited to passive TVs, and it can also shoot 2D clips as well. Now you can see the 3D clips that you're shooting on the 3.5-inch touchscreen here. Now this has a parallax barrier, so you can watch or get that 3D effect without needing to wear your 3D glasses. Now this camera will automatically turn on when you open the LCD, and it will go to standby when you close it, and then switch off after 5 minutes without use. All the controls are on the rear here, and they're very nicely laid out, so you can access most of them with your index finger on your right hand or your thumb. You've got your SD memory card slot here, and your access to your HDMI and your USB ports here, and depth of 3D control here. And you can access all of those while the camcorder is still mounted to its tripod. Now the battery chamber's underneath the right hand here, and you can see that it's quite large, in fact bigger than is required for the supplied battery. But the battery on this will last about 2 hours when shooting in 3D. However, you can buy a bigger battery as an optional extra that will fill the battery chamber and give you more life. Now above the battery chamber, you've got the zoom control here. You'll get 5 times optical zoom when shooting in 3D, but when you're shooting in 2D, that will be increased to a 10 times optical zoom. You can also shoot 3D time-lapse video, so you can have a bit of fun with that. And all the memory will be saved either to the SD memory card or the 64 gigabytes of flash hard drive. And when you fill up the memory of either of those, then it will automatically switch to the next one seamlessly, so you won't have to stop and start recording again. So that's the JVC GS-TD1. Like I say, it's going to be launching in March for about £1,500, and I'm really keen to see how well it performs against the likes of the 3D Handycam from Sony and last year's Panasonic 3D cameras that you have to fit the lens converter to. So for more information on those models that I just mentioned, and for full reviews of HD camcorders, go to our website at which.co.uk/technology.